Good day, everyone. I am Elizabeth Manigos, a first-year student of Cebu Technological University, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. Today, we're going to learn the grammatical categories. Actually, there are 8 grammatical categories, but today we're going to tackle only the 2 of it, the nouns and the pronouns. We are going to learn the classes of nouns, the inflection and declension, and the properties of nouns. Also, the properties and classes of the pronouns. So what is a noun? A noun is a part of speech that names a person, place, thing, idea, action, or a quality. A noun is a naming word. It can be a name of thing, place, person, animal, or a quality. Examples, naming a people, it's Fatima, Jenny. It could be your name or my name. Example, Fatima is my sister. Naming place, America, China, Paris, and so on. So, example, I live in America. I live in Philippines. Naming things, car, ball, table, and so on. This is my car. This is my table. That's your ball. Naming animals, dog, rabbit, elephant, and so on. I love to play with my dog. There are 10 types of nouns. What are these? These are the proper noun, common noun, collective noun, possessive noun, number noun, compound noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, masculine noun, and feminine noun. Let's tackle each one of these types so that we can clearly understand each type of this noun. First, the proper noun. So what is a proper noun? A proper noun is the names of people or places such as your name, your friend's name, your parents' name, or it could be the name of your town and country. These are special naming words, and these words are called proper nouns. Proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Example, Albert Einstein was born in Germany. Albert Einstein is a proper noun. It is a name of a person. While Germany is also a proper noun, and Germany is a name of a country. Proper nouns also include the days of the week and the month of the year. Example, I go to church every Sunday. I was born on April 30, 2001. So the proper noun there, Sunday, which is the day of the week, and April as the month of the year, are also called a proper nouns. Proper nouns also could be the name of the festivals and special holidays. For example, Christmas is my favorite festival. We celebrate the Mother's Day. So Christmas and Mother's Day are a proper nouns. So common noun. Common nouns are naming words that are common to people, places, things, or animals. Common nouns do not define any particular person, places, things, or animal. They are general names. So unlike proper noun, they are not capitalized unless it begins in a sentence. For example, boy, girl, doctor, town, city, car, dog, and many others. Example sentences. Teachers teach in school. Sally's mother is a doctor. Their chocolates and cakes are delicious. Collective nouns are used to name a group of persons, places, things, or animals. A collective noun represents a complete whole. Example, team, family, library. Some nouns or collective nouns are used to name a group of animals and birds. Example, a flock of sheep. a shoal of fish. Some define a group of people, a crew of sailors, a gang of robbers. It also stands for a group of things. Example, a collection of books, a set of stamps. Possessive noun. A possessive noun is a word that names who or what has or owns something. Possessive nouns shows ownership. We add an apostrophe and est to form the possessive of most singular nouns. Example sentences. This is Bob's skateboard. So it means that the skateboard is belong to Babs. This is Ayan's coat. It means that the coat is belong to Ayan. Sometimes we need to show position for plural nouns or where the owners are more than one. In such cases, we add an apostrophe at the end. Example, a girls' school is located near my house. Number nouns. Number nouns denote one or many. There are two kinds of number nouns. These are the singular number noun and the plural number noun. So singular number noun stands for one person, thing, animals, or place. Plural number noun stands for more than one person, place, things, or animals. For example, one toy, two balls. But we have to put in mind that there are different rules to follow to change a singular noun to a plural noun. Compound nouns. Compound nouns are formed by joining two nouns together. So there are three different ways to form compound nouns. These are the closed form, hyphenated form, and the open form. Example of closed form. It's like notebook, firefly, and keyboard. Hyphenated form, X-ray, co-pilot, and mother-in-law. Open form, post office, history book, mineral water. Countable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted. For example, I saw two owls sitting on the tree. To make this cake, we need an egg. There are 4 milk bottles in the fridge. You have to take note of this that we use the for some singular nouns which are unique or one of their kind. For example, the earth, the sun, the moon, and etc. Uncountable nouns, nouns that cannot be counted. It also known as the masked noun. We cannot count a certain things in number, such as milk, sugar, water, and so on. We have to use words like a glass of milk, a jar of sugar, a bottle of water. We also can use terms like a little, plenty, or a bowl with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns can be measured but cannot be counted. The noun gender. The noun gender are the masculine nouns and the feminine nouns. Masculine nouns represent males, for example, boy, man, prince, king, or it could be a male animal, while a feminine nouns represents females, for example, princess, woman, queen, and it could be a female animal. But there are some nouns that represent both males and females. Example, artist, principals, teachers, lawyers, and etc. We are done on the 10 types of nouns, and now let's go and let's move on to the inflection and declension. So what is inflection and declension? Inflection is a change in the form of a word that reflects a change in grammatical function, while declension, on the other hand, is the act of declining of word, the act of listing the inflections of a noun, pronoun, or adjective in order. Inflection is a change in the form of a word that reflects a change in grammatical function, while, while declension is a way of categorizing nouns, pronouns, or adjectives according to the inflection they received. Properties of nouns. So there are four properties of nouns. There's the gender, the number, case, and the person. So gender. Gender is a property that indicates the sex of the referent. This includes four: the masculine gender, the feminine gender, the neutral gender, and the common gender. Masculine gender is for words representing males, such as boy, man, duke, and son, while feminine gender for words representing females, like girl, woman, and mother. Neuter gender is for inanimate objects, like table, book, umbrella, and door, while common gender is for either sex. It's for either male or female. For example, student, reader, cousin, or friend. Number. Number is a property that indicates whether one or more than one object is referent when using the word. It could be singular or plural. Singular in number indicates one object only, where plural in numbers indicates two or more objects. Most nouns form their plural by adding est or est. Examples: bag to bags, glass to glasses. There are also some changes that affect the spellings of the word, and it doesn't done only through adding est and est. Some changes are city to cities, life to lives, mouse to mice, sheep and sheep. Mouse and mice, sheep to sheep are called irregular plural. Case. Case shows the relation of noun to other words in the sentence or the phrase. It could be a nominative case, a possessive case, and the objective case. So, nominative case. Nominative case refers to the person, place, or thing acting as the subject in the sentence or in the clause. It usually precedes the verb and always governs it. Example: the house pound through a huge tantrum in grocery state. Objective case refers to the person or thing acting as an object in a sentence or clause. In this trait, the noun will never be the subject of the verb that follows. Example: the embarrassed mother put the boxes of Count Chocola back on the shelf. Possessive case. Possessive case indicates that a person or thing was owns something, usually formed by adding apostrophe or apostrophe s. Person. Person refers to what person the noun refers to. It could be a first person, second person, or a third person. So what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Pronouns are used to avoid repeating the same nouns over and over again. For example, Jeremy ran so fast. You think his life was on the line. The pronoun his save us from repeating the name Jeremy again. So there are 8 classes of pronouns. These are the personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, indefinite pronouns, relative pronouns, intensive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and reflexive pronouns. Personal pronouns are used as a substitute for a person's name. So there are two kinds of personal pronouns. These are the subjective pronouns and the objective pronouns. That is, they either act as the subject of the sentence or the object of the sentence. As the subject of the sentence, they are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. As the object of the sentence, they are me, you, her, him, it, us, and them. Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns show ownership or possession of a noun. They are my, our, your, his, her, its, their. Note, its is there is no apostrophe. However, there are also independent possessive pronouns. These pronouns refer to a previously named or understood noun. These stand alone and aren't followed by any other noun. They are mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, theirs. Example sentences. That's mine, it's ours. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns don't point to a particular noun. We use them when an object doesn't need to be specified or identified. As such, it can remain indefinite. They include few, everyone, all, some, anything, and nobody. Example, everyone is here already. He's nobody. Relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to connect a clause or phrase to a noun or pronoun. We often see them when we need to add more information. They are who, whom, which, whoever, whomever, whichever, and that. Example, take whichever ones you want. No, not that one. Intensive pronouns. Intensive pronouns emphasize or intensify nouns or and pronouns. Typically, we find them right after the noun they're intensifying. These pronouns typically end in self or selves. They are myself, himself, herself, themselves, itself, yourself, yourselves, ourselves. Example, I myself like to travel. She approved the marriage herself. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns take the place of a noun that's already been mentioned. They can be singular or plural. There are 5 of them. They include this, those, this, that, and such. Example, these are ugly. Those are lovely. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns do just what they say. They work in sentences that are posing a question. They are whom, who, which, what, whoever, whomever, whichever, and whatever. Example, who is going to arrive first? Which of these do you like better? Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are similar to intensive pronouns. The difference between the two is that intensive pronouns aren't essential to a sentence's meaning, while reflexive pronouns are. Reflective pronouns used when the subject and object of a sentence refer to the same person or thing. These pronouns end in self or selves. They are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Example, We give ourselves plenty of extra time. I told myself not to spend all my money on new shoes. Case. Case refers to the way that a pronoun functions in a sentence, whether it is nominative, objective, or possessive. Examples. In the phrase, she is a singer, she serves as the subject functioning in the nominative case. In the phrase, the superhero carried her, the pronoun her is an object in the objective case. In the phrase, that is your house, your is in the possessive case. Gender. The pronoun antecedent is the noun that a pronoun is replacing. The antecedent can be masculine, feminine, or neutral words, and it determines which pronoun should be used. Masculine includes pronouns that use to substitute a male noun. Example, he and his. While feminine includes pronoun that's used to substitute a female noun, like she or her. Neutral gender. Not clear noun, whether the subject is male or female. We substitute a word like it or its. For example, dog. The dog went to the store. We use pronoun it, so it could be it went to the store. Number. Number property of a pronoun depends on the antecedent. It refers to how many there are. It could be singular, if only one, like he, she, and it. Or it could be plural, if more than one, like they. Person. The property of person depends upon the point of view or relationship between the speaker and the pronoun antecedent. Could be first person like I, me, mine, us, and ours. It refers to the person who is speaking. Second person like you, your, and yours refers to the person who is being spoken to. Third person like he, she, it, they, and them refers to who or what is being spoken about.